All right, we are live. Hello, everyone. My name is Nicole Christopherson, and this is the Writing Warriors Write In. We have Evie with us today and Ken, and we're going to go ahead and let them introduce themselves. Evie, why don't you go first since you're new?
Sure. Thanks for having me, by the way. This is the first time I'm ever on something like this. Anyway, I'm Evie Driver. I'm writing a science fiction, young adult novel called The Gravity series. I'm obsessed with it, and I can't talk too much about it, or can't talk enough about it. My husband knows that, but you can definitely just reach me at Twitter and YouTube. I have a channel, Evie Driver, on both, so really glad to be here.
All right, glad to hear it. And Ken?
I'm Ken, otherwise known as Serverless on the Discord server. You can find me at kennethbrooks.org or taintedtrinity.com. I have just finished Templar Awakening this week during the 14 hours of doom at work. I am starting Templar Antediluvian, which is continuing Jenna's Blood Legacy, which is book 2 of the series. I'm on the prologue right now of it, so I'm really just starting it, so that's what I'm going to be working on tonight.
Okay. And as everybody already knows, I am working on a new project because I'm always working on a new project. This one is a science fiction story about a girl who gets trapped in an MMO, massive multiplayer online role-playing game. That's a mouthful. And basically, it's a story about how she grows up. So it's going to be real fun writing that out tonight. And as always, you can find me on Twitter at Nicole C. NICOHLEC. Yes, it is COH. All right, and let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go at the 50 after for a 10-minute sprint. So from the 50 to the top of the hour, okay?
Sounds good.
All right. In the meantime, anybody got anything they want to share? Any newsworthy anythings?
I mean, not too much to say. I'm pretty much, I don't know if y'all are trying to go the traditional or self-publishing route, but sometimes I hate self-publishing. I really do. Just because there's so much that you have to do by yourself. And anyway,
Yeah.
you do it to yourself and it's necessary evil. But sometimes there's just days where I'm like, I don't want to. Don't make me.
I've self-published 4 novels.
Wow.
I am in progress for the 5th one, and I'll have 3 released this year.
Gotcha.
So yes, I am very aware of what you do to yourself with self-publishing.
Yeah, I've started
I'm planning on self-publishing, so I know exactly what I'm getting myself into, and I cannot wait for it either.
Yeah, and I have a job that regularly will demand like 60 hours a week from me and 14, 15-hour days. So,
wow,
like, I'm running straight into a brick wall at times. It's like,
yeah. Sometimes I feel the woes of having a full-time job and then overtime and all of that stuff. It's rough, but
yeah,
you get it done at the end of the day is what I always say.
Yeah.
Okay, and we've only got 1 more minute. I'm getting excited. Right now I'm looking over artists on DeviantArt to, oh wait, it's the 50. All right, so let's go. Go ahead and mute yourself and we will meet back at the 0 hour. Okay, everybody, the sprint is over, so feel free to unmute yourself.
All right.
Oh, not as productive as I wanted it. Husband,
That's okay.
hubby literally walked in right as we started, and so we had a little bit of a conversation. So that's all right.
Okay.
Why are you staring at me? You're such a creep.
Well, do you have something you want to share from what you managed to get?
Well, I'm in the middle of writing a scene where my main character Etrix is she's basically like hijacked a ship and is plummeting it to what everybody on board thinks is an inhabitable wasteland, just ridden with nuclear waste and all that stuff and radioactivity. But she is like hijacking it to escape, and so it's interesting to write from her perspective because everybody's out to get her, and she's a typical teenager, or at least how I was as a teenager. And all of my friends, and it's just interesting to be in that lens. So trying to find the mindset to write is interesting, to say the least.
Eat and Pyle would like to let you know that your voice is gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
All right. Ken, I know you have to have something you want to share.
Yeah, well, I guess I should probably start off with the opening paragraph for those who haven't read this snippet. I'll probably just read a couple of paragraphs. Monsters and demons do plague those that are called vampires by the humans. Jenna could testify to that. Within each Lilithian, mistakenly called a vampire by the masses, was a demon. They called it a beast, something from the abyss. It had to be embraced because to reject it was to embrace death. Who wanted to die? Nietzsche once wrote, "If you stare into the abyss long enough, the abyss will stare back." That was true with the beast within each Lilithian. It was the darkness that each Lilithian had to stare at each day since they returned. The worst part was they could see themselves staring back at them. It wasn't just a beast. It wasn't an animal. It was their darkest desires, deepest urgings, unspeakable desires given form. Humans could deny that they had this side to them, deny that they had these black marks on their spirit. It had no voice. The taint that came with being a Lilithian gave the black marks form and life in the abyss.
That is so much better than I have. Like, literally the most prolific thing I wrote was, fix this section. It sucks.
Oh, we have those
Okay.
throughout our stuff too. Don't worry about that.
Oh yeah, so much. I'm like fixing the first chapter of my work in progress because we made huge changes to the I'm co-writing it with my writing mentor Chris Vody. Anyway, we made huge changes to the storyline, and so now I have to completely rewrite the first chapter on the first draft, and it's just great. So don't worry, we have those little notes too.
They're a waste. Oh my god, they're all over the place. Ugh.
That's okay.
But otherwise, I wouldn't write. If I didn't have, like, I don't know what to write about this section, fix it later, all that stuff, then I literally wouldn't write. So if I write it, it's like technically on paper, and then I can just move on, theoretically.
Theoretically, it works. All right, we have another guest with us. Courtney, would you mind introducing yourself?
Sure. My name is Courtney, and I am working on a new adult crime fiction story. I'm actually doing a complete new outline for it.
Nice. And how can people get a hold of you?
They can get a hold of me on Twitter at Courtney Coreboy. And that's all I use, pretty much.
Okay, sounds good. Did you get anything good out of that sprint, or are you waiting for the next one to join in?
I'm waiting for the next one to join in. I came in super late.
That's okay. We don't mind at all. Late arrivers are just as valid as beginners. That made no sense. I'm sorry. I'm tired. um, all right. So if we want, we can do another sprint at the 10 after, and that'll actually take us for 20 minutes. So we'll go till the 30 after, and then we can do a bio break, which is basically where we take a break while the camera still runs. So I want to talk about for 3 minutes.
What's the best thing about everybody's novels?
Oh, God.
Question. Yeah, the loaded question.
Loaded question.
Yeah.
Can you go first?
Well, hopefully, with how I set the tone in the prologue, it just grabs you and sits you down and says, "You're going to be here for a while." And
Which is true because your books are freaking long.
How many words?
But I hope it's got your attention. Like the first two paragraphs have got you right there.
Let's put it this way. His first book is 309 pages on the Kindle.
Oh, wow.
175,000 words.
Okay, long books are highly underrated. I love them.
Me too. And not just because he's my hubby.
That would be Barbara, Ken's wife.
Hi, Barbara. I hope you're well.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Evie, you're such a sweetheart.
I try. I feel like kindness is also underrated, so I try to be positive and be cheesy and all that stuff.
Oh, I just remembered what I was going to talk about before we started the sprint. I was looking on DeviantArt for
Alexa, stop.
Is that a cat?
No,
Alexa. Amazon.
Alexa. Oh my God, that's so. Oh, I hate Alexa sometimes. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
You just started talking randomly.
She's not haunted. Or worse
Amazon
than AI.
hasn't perfected that AI yet.
I know.
Anyway, so I'm on DeviantArt and I'm looking around for people who can draw characters in Hanfu, which, in case anyone doesn't know what a Hanfu is, it's a specific type of dress from Han Dynasty China. And it's this beautiful flowy gown with very low cut cleavage, and it's just gorgeous when done properly, and it looks like a freaking clown suit when done wrong. These people who can't do it to save their damn life, and I'm finding a couple who can do it and are amazing at it, and I'm sitting here going, I have no income, how can I pay these people? So that's what I'm doing. What are you guys doing that is making you slowly despair over your novels?
The fact that I have 8 character portraits and I only have 3 of them done, and they each cost $40, kind of in the same. It's actually a fair price, but it's just the artist is constantly busy and overbooked, and
yeah.
But it's pocket sized. Supervillain is who I go with, and she's amazing.
Oh wow.
The fact that I have a full-time job.
His face.
Oh my goodness.
Courtney, what about you?
Wow, my mind just went blank.
Oh, okay.
What?
Well, in that case, go ahead.
I already forgot what was going on.
I freaking love my camera sometimes.
Are you doing the zooming?
No,
you
it
got
auto
her
zooms
camera
because I
stuck
can't
on an
figure out how to get it
auto
to freaking stop.
So it will just track her
Ah.
face and zoom in and zoom out and zoom in.
it
and
does
zoom
it
out.
on its own.
And then randomly zoom on a random object in her room at times, just like.
Yep, it'll do that.
Yep.
Usually that dresser over there.
You know what though? Your webcam just has personality. That's all it is. Just personality.
Exactly. And it likes my face.
Exactly.
Yes.
There's a lot to
All right,
like.
it is 12 after we fucked up. So if anybody would like to go ahead and mute themselves now. All right, we'll meet up again at the 30 after. Okay, ladies and gents, the sprint is over. Go ahead and come back. Hello? Okay, so.
Sorry,
Yeah.
computer was freaking out and froze.
Welcome back. Looks like Courtney accidentally dropped out. She'll probably be back, or if she won't, she won't. Ken's back on.
Well, I'm never left. I'm just eating.
Okay. Well, it is 30 after, so we're going to take a quick bio break, 5 minutes. Go ahead and do whatever you need to do, whether that be getting food, drink, or going to the little girl's room, in my case. So, have fun.
He went to the bathroom. Number 2, on the plane.
Come on.
People were like, what?
There we go.
35,000 feet with the house. Yeah, I mean,
So you're back, Nikki. Why didn't you unmute?
Because I'm eating.
Oh.
That's a good reason.
I like how the camera zooms right in as you. Here, let's watch the action. Up close and personal.
Oh, I realized you were making fun of it, so it backed off.
Oh my God, they noticed.
But yeah, no, I'm eating Thin Mint cereal. Do you know?
It doesn't
you
go
guys know
very
what
well
Thin
with the
Mints are?
diet.
Calories for that?
I have calories for it.
Okay.
It doesn't go very well with the diet. Thin
Fight
Mint.
me.
Did you say bite you?
No, I said fight me.
Fight you.
As in fisticuffs.
It's called I tried to bite her once when she kept saying that.
Nice ear.
I can't find her face, man.
I can't hear y'all over my Thin Mint cereal.
So I keep trying to convince Ken to do a light show for everybody on the next sprint.
You should, Ken. He has the most amazing little keyboard. It does this thing where it does rainbow lights underneath it.
This keyboard is not little.
Please.
Oh, I think. Is it? I can't remember the name of it. What's the brand?
It's a first player Fire Rose.
Okay, because I think my husband has like a downgraded version of that. It just is like one color, but I'm obsessed with it. It's cool.
Good news, I got new Ducati.
Yeah. I can put it on Echo, I think is the setting on it. So instead of it being all of the rainbow colors always on, it only turns on and like this echo out when you hit a key.
Wow.
And they think it's funny because I type at 100 words a minute, so it gives off this light show. I have that setting on.
Yeah, I write pretty fast when it's.
I'm overweight, so I look like I'm a what's the name of that dinosaur? T-Rex when I type.
No. Well, if you need it, thanks. Go ahead. The Volkswagen Tiguan, the not-so-compact SUV. Right now, lease the 2018 Tiguan S for just $199 a month. Now with the People First warranty.
Okay, so topic of conversation.
It's Friday night, time for tonight's Friday Night Talk.
Go.
Yeah, we're going into a big NFL football weekend.
I thought you were going to give us one.
No, I was hoping for ideas for a topic of conversation.
Tom Brady hurts his throwing hand after
Most embarrassing
We're
Twitter
your
so far.
TV.
his thumb was bleeding.
Yeah, I'm sure if I turned on my other speaker, they'd hear my music too.
Scrambling because Brady was limited.
We have the battle of the noise. Go. Boom.
And even during the press conference, he did that. So he is questionable officially.
He was kind of acting very coy about all of this. Do you think it really is hurtful?
Is it gamesmanship? I mean, they've gone a little far for that. New England was a 9-point favorite.
Don't everybody talk at once.
It's only a touchdown.
Sorry.
So I have a question for everybody. How did you pick the names for your characters?
I have an obsession with really weird names, so unfortunately, I want to name all of my kids like really unique and special names. And I go through phases all the time, and unfortunately, it's just not feasible because, you know, bullies and other people, and I don't know. I have a name that I hate, and I have to live with it for the rest of my life as my roommate. So, all of my characters have either at one point been a variation of something that I wanted to name one of my future kids, or just something that I like the sound of it and stuck with it.
So is Evie the name that you hate, or is that just a name that you go by?
That's the name that I chose as my author pseudonym. Yeah, I was named after somebody who I just, yeah. He was a real treat. Put it vague and nicely as possible.
Well, Ken is my real name, so.
You can always legally change your name too.
Yeah, but I don't know. After all this time, I like consistency.
Me personally, I come up with the idea for a name, and then I Google search name types based off of where the character lives, where they were born.
Can't hear you, Nick.
Yeah, you're being drowned out, Nikki.
By what?
I think you need to turn up the gain on your mic a little bit.
Is that better? Can you hear me now?
We can hear you now a little better.
Okay, because I've got the gain on my mic all the way up, and I'm moving it closer. So, basically, how much of that did you guys hear?
None of it.
Well, crap. Okay, so I come up with the general idea for what I want a character's name to seem like or mean, and then I look up names that mean that thing based off of the character's nationality, based off of where they were born, based off of, their culture, that sort of thing. And then I kind of just pick one.
So, sort of random, sometimes on purpose.
Yep.
Yeah, it kind of fits me too. Every once in a while, I'll have a very purposeful nickname, but usually sort of random, kind of on purpose.
Sometimes I just pick names to be pretentious. Like, you know, like you have those names that people are going to eye roll and be like, what's the stupidest name ever?
That or
I can't
ones
remember my
cliche.
Yeah. That or I like to take common names and twist them up either by, you know, like varying spelling or taking out a letter. So I have a character named Eloise, and obviously Eloise is the inspiration behind that. So I really like the name Eloise, but I was like, it doesn't fit really in a sci-fi novel. So if you take out the S, that's basically her full name. But I don't know, I just kind of charge my noggin and knock against it a couple times, and word vomit comes out, and eventually I have some names.
Yeah, every once in a while I'll have those names that are full of cliche, like well, not a lot of the readers are probably introduced to her full name yet, because I very rarely use the full names in the book, even though by their biography I have their full names from day one. Angela Day, the Shaman of Light.
That's cheesy as hell, Ken.
Right? I know. Like I said, from day one, it was kind of like, well, when everyone figures out what her last name is, we're like, are you serious? Did you just pick that out of a hat? It was kind of random. I was like, I need a last name for this one before I start using her in a story. I can't think of anything. Day seems to work. Don't know why.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we've got a choice. We can call it here because I'm tired, or we can keep going and do another sprint.
Another sprint.
I would say call it.
Yeah, honestly, what I'm writing is shit. And it's down to like, I mean, where do I even start? I mean, I literally am talking to myself more than I am writing. Please replace this. Masterful
writing.
done. Like seriously, brilliant writing.
I'm so
writing
sorry.
Technically a high class form of talking to yourself while you're doing it.
Yep.
Okay. All right, then. We'll go ahead and call it for the night. And thank everybody who was watching and thank everybody who joined us tonight. You guys are awesome.
Well,
Thank you for having fun with us.
It was awesome having you, Evie.
Oh, thank you. I hope to be more active.
I look forward to it. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end the broadcast now, and you guys have a great night.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.